Hey guys, Ethan here, and welcome back to another FIFA 17 Ultimate Team Investing video. Today, I'm going to show you guys the best players to invest in for the November Player of the Month award. Now, the shortlist with the nominees for this award was actually released today, so that's why I'm making this video right now. And yeah, it shows the players that are most likely to obviously win, and it's clear which players are more likely to win than others. So we do have kind of a narrowed down shortlist, which I'm going to be showing you of the players most likely to win, and I'll be showing you just generally the best players you can invest in to make a lot of profit once this Squad Builder Challenge does come out. And yeah, I'm basing this on previous Squad Builder Challenges. For example, normally you need a high rated Premier League team because it is obviously the Premier League Player of the Month. So Premier League teams almost guaranteed you're going to need a high rated Premier League team, as well as most likely a team from the player who wins nationality. So for example, with Hazard you need a Belgian team with 2 informs. If it is a high rated player, like Aguero for example, who is included in the shortlist, you're likely to need quite a few informs from both the Premier League and their nationality. So it does give you some great players to invest in. There are some players who are unbelievably cheap whose prices will go up massively if some of these players do win the award. Now, the nominees, we've got Aguero, Ibrahimovic, Diego Costa, Pedro, Matt Phillips from West Brom, and also Pickford. Now, Ibrahimovic and Aguero both got 3 goals. They're the top scorers out of all these players here. But Aguero, he plays for City, a lot higher in the league than United, and also has scored a lot more goals than Ibrahimovic this season. So the player I think is most likely to win is probably Aguero. Also, he is a popular player, not only with football fans, because fans vote for 10%, well, their vote kind of accounts for 10% of the overall voting of the player, but also he's a popular player with footballers, with pundits, and with the people who are going to be voting for the award. Ibrahimovic also got 3 goals, but as I said, he scored less goals overall and does play for United, who are lower down in the league. Pedro and Costa, both top of the league, both playing very, very well, could also potentially win, but Costa's not that popular with a lot of people, so I don't see him winning. Matt Phillips has probably had the best month out of all these players, getting 3 assists and 2 goals. I think Costa and Pedro both got 2 goals and 2 assists. Yeah, Matt Phillips has had a great month, but I don't see him getting the votes because he does play for West Brom and is Scottish. He's just not as popular as someone like Aguero, and I don't see him getting the votes that someone like he would get, even though he probably does deserve it after having a great month. And also Pickford, he's been very, very good for Sunderland, made a lot of great saves for them, and been one of their best players this season. Him and Defoe really have been keeping them in games and getting them some vital points, which they probably wouldn't get just without Pickford and Defoe. They've just been so key for them, and he's definitely a player I see getting a winter upgrade, but I don't see him winning the Player of the Month award. Now, the best players to invest in. You want to invest in a Premier League team. You guys can see one on screen right here with players I'd recommend investing in. In goal, someone like Mandanda. You want a high rated player. Mandanda's a good one. He's like 10k. You could get Bravo if you wanted, because if you do need to build maybe a full Man City team, if Aguero, who as said it is the player I think is most likely to win the award, does end up winning, then you could maybe get Bravo. He's around 5k more though, so I've just gone with Mandanda. Monreal is a decent option because he's Spanish, which covers both the option of maybe having to build a full Spanish team for Costa and for Pedro, and he's also a high rated left back in the Premier League, so a good, very cheap one to get. Mertesacker and Terry, they're both relatively cheap and they're high rated Premier League centre backs, so you're likely to need maybe an 83 or 84 rated Premier League team. Maybe if someone like Aguero or Ibrahimovic wins, even like an 85 rated team, so they're good ones. Also, if you do need a full Chelsea team, like you needed with Sterling, you needed a full Man City team, then you do have Terry to cover that. Zabaleta is a great investment. He's currently around 1.4k, that's why I paid for him right here. One of the highest rated right backs in the Premier League, so his price will go up to probably like 5k or so just for the Premier League option, but also he's Argentinian and plays for Man City, so if you need an Argentinian team, which you're most likely to need if Aguero does win the award, he's by far the highest rated Argentinian right back, and also he plays for Man City, so if you do need a full Man City team, he covers that option. Ramsey and Xhaka are both just high rated midfielders in the Premier League, so good ones to go with there. Mata covers Ibrahimovic if you need a full United team. He's Spanish, so he covers Pedro and Costa both winning if you need a full Spanish team. And also, he plays in the Premier League, so his price will likely go up a lot, and he's a great player to invest in. No matter who wins, really, his price is likely to go up a lot. Nolito's a good option. He's Spanish, so he covers the Pedro and Costa options, and also he is in the Premier League. One of the highest rated left wingers in the Premier League. Currently very cheap. I paid 1.2k for him right there. His price will go up a lot. Also, if you do need a full Man City team, again, price likely to go up a lot. Defoe right now is the cheapest inform in the Premier League, and if anyone expensive, or expensive to unlock really, is included, so someone like maybe Costa, Pedro, or Aguero or Ibrahimovic, those are kind of the more expensive ones. They're not going to be giving those players away for kind of like a team that will cost 20k to complete. You're going to need to put a lot of coins into it. You're going to need informs, If someone like Aguero or Ibrahimovic wins, they're going to be really high rated. You're likely to need maybe a Premier League team with 3 informs or something like that. So Defoe is a good option as being one of the cheapest Premier League informs. Definitely a player I'd recommend picking up. He covers every single option because you're likely to need Premier League informs for all of these unless someone like Phillips wins. And even if someone like Pickford wins, which he's very unlikely to, Defoe plays for Sunderland. So if you need a full Sunderland team, maybe with an inform in, he covers that. And Harry Kane is just a high-rated Premier League player that I would recommend picking up. Now moving down here, we've got Azpilicueta. He's the highest rated left-back in the Premier League. Definitely a good investment. He will currently cost you around about 8 or 9k though. But he's also Spanish, so it does cover the Spanish option. Azpilicueta will be a great player to invest in. Nacer Chadli, if his price drops, will be a good one. Right now he's like 200k. That's only because of the Hazard Squad Challenge though, where you need a Belgian inform. And that also just goes to show how much these informs go up to. He was like 20k and now he's 200k. All because of the Squad Challenge. But if he drops below about 35k, I'd say after the Hazard Squad Challenge has stopped, he would also be a good investment because he covers that West Brom route. If you do need maybe a full West Brom team with an inform or something for Matt Phillips, also covers the Premier League route too. Fernandinho is a good option because if you do need to build a full Man City team, he's not as low rated as someone like Delph or Fernando, but he is a lot cheaper than someone like Toure or Gundogan, so it would be a decent option there. Sagna is a good one, very similar to Zabaleta. He's one of the higher rated right backs in the Premier League. Plays for Man City, so it covers the Man City option. But if you do need to build a full Man City team, he's a lot higher rated than someone like Stones or Clichy, so you could play him out of position and boost the rating in certain positions, which is pretty useful. Fletcher right here, one of the few special cards who does play for Scotland, so if you do need for Matt Phillips maybe a team with a couple of special cards from Scotland, he is one of the few cards there. And I don't think if they did want for Matt Phillips, you'd need informs simply because there are like 2 or 3 informs from Scotland. I think they may do special cards and then you could use Fletcher, who is quite a cheap player, and I do see it being potentially included if you do need any players for Matt Phillips. He's one that's likely to be needed, and he costs like 6,000 coins, so definitely a good one to go with there. Cesc Fabregas, one of the best players in my opinion you can invest in for this, simply because he's so high rated, 86 rated, and he will only cost you around 19 or 20,000 coins. And yeah, the fact that he's 86 rated, if you need maybe like an 85 or 84 rated team for someone like Aguero or Ibrahimovic, he's going to boost that rating a lot. His price will go up a lot because of that. Also, he's one of the highest rated Spanish midfielders, so if Pedro Acosta win, then he also covers that. His price is likely to go up no matter what. And also, if you need a full Chelsea team, then he covers that. So Fabregas, definitely one of the best players to pick up. Navas right here, very cheap, paid 800 coins for him. He covers the full Man City team option, being, I believe, the highest rated right mid other than the player of the month Sterling card. Who plays for City? Obviously, you're not going to want to put that into a squad challenge, so Navas is a decent option that also does cover the Spanish option and the Premier League one. Garay is a great player because he's one of the highest rated Argentina centre-backs. So if Aguero wins, as said, Aguero is likely to win. You're likely to need maybe an 83 or 84 rated team from Argentina. Pastore and Ever Banega are also really good options. Nicolas Gaitan too. All of them are players I definitely recommend going and picking up because they're high rated and play for Argentina, and their price will go up so much. They'll easily double or triple. And in Garay's case here, since he's so cheap, only around 1,000 coins, he'll probably go up even more, so maybe like 8,000 coins if he does get included. And yeah, obviously if Aguero does get included, not only are these Argentina players going to go up though, all these Premier League players are going up. So you want to just cover a lot of different bases, because with these Premier League players, if you're getting the high rated ones here, like if you get Mata, he's going to go up even more if someone like Ibrahimovic or if a Spanish player wins. But even if like Pickford wins, he's a high rated Premier League player, so he'll go up. So the Premier League ones are really kind of safe ones to go with because you're not going to lose out on coins. They're guaranteed to go up really. And then you can go with someone like Zabaleta, who makes it even more likely, because not only is he going to go up with the Premier League, but he'll go up even more if like Aguero gets included. You've got those ones, but then you've got the more riskier ones like Fletcher and some of the nationality ones, which I'll be showing you. But the nationality ones normally go up the most because less people are expecting them. And normally they just get quick sold when they get packed. Someone like Garay, people would just quick sell because he sells for very cheap. Whereas someone like Mata, he normally gets listed on the market, so they're more common. And yeah, Garay would be a great investment to get because he's very cheap right now. Koke is a good one, as is someone like Isco or Thiago, just being a high-rated Spanish midfielder and being quite cheap. Inigo Martinez is a really high-rated inform for the price, around 25,000 coins, playing for Spain. And if someone like Pedro Acosta wins, obviously you're covering both options there. But if someone like him wins, you're likely to need a team with maybe 2 Spanish informs in to be able to complete the scoreboard challenge. You're likely to maybe have 3 different scoreboard challenges. They normally have one for the league, one for the nationality, and then one just random one. So I think in the past for Son, for example, you needed a Korean team, you needed a Premier League team, and you needed a team that had 11 nationalities and an inform in, for example. And with Hazard, you needed a team of players that Hazard had played in that month. You also needed to go with a full Belgian team, and you needed a Premier League team. And with Sterling, you needed a Premier League team, I think, a Man City team, and I've actually forgotten the other one. But normally they go with one random one, a nationality one, and a league one. So Martinez would cover the nationality one. Suso's an amazing player to go with because he's currently so cheap, going for 11,000 coins right now. He's pretty much discard price. And if you do need an inform, I mean, you guys saw, let's look at Chadley. He was like 20 or 30k before the scoreboard challenge came out. Now he's 200k because he's one of the few Belgian informs on the game. Same with Suso, there aren't that many Spanish informs. So if you could get someone like Suso, his price would seriously go up so much, easily like 50, maybe even over 100,000 coins. So Suso's a no risk one really. You can get him for like 10,000 coins or just a little bit over that. He's a discard price player. If he doesn't get included, you can sell him for what you bought him for. Probably a little bit more too, because inform prices do go up over time. If he does get included though, you're going to be making so many coins. And Buonanotte is also a great option here. Really cheap again. I got him for 11,500 coins right there. And you can get a lot of this guy very, very cheaply. There are loads on the market because he is from Black Friday. Same with Suso, Black Friday and Cyber Monday. These guys were packed so much. So they're very, very cheap right now. But for example, Buonanotte, if Argentina players are needed, because if Aguero wins, you're likely to need a full Argentina team, maybe with like 2 or 3 informs in. Buonanotte's price is seriously going to go to like over 100,000 coins most likely. So just a very easy option. Again, if he doesn't get included, you can discard him, you can sell him on, and you're not going to be losing out. So Suso and Buonanotte, 2 great inform options who are very unlikely to lose you any coins and very likely to make you a lot of coins. Fabregas, he's another one I definitely recommend because he covers Premier League, Spain, and also Pedro and Costa playing for Chelsea. Also, Inigo Martinez is a decent one to go with there. Zabaleta's one of the best ones too, covers Premier League, Argentina, and Man City. And also, Nolito's a good one since he's very, very cheap. And Defoe is definitely a great player to go with since he is the cheapest Premier League inform. And no matter who wins, you're most likely going to need a Premier League inform, or at least 1 or 2 to complete the scoreboard challenge. So those are the best ones I'd recommend going with. Obviously, any player I have shown you here is good to go with, as well as many other players like Pastore, Mascherano, mix their names up there. Nearly called him Mastore. So yeah, Mastore, Pastore. I've just said it again. Pastore, Mascherano, and also players like Benega, good ones to go with, and Gaitan, for example. So you just want to go with high-rated cheap players from these nationalities. Same with Spain. You can go with high-rated and cheap players from Spain, and also, for example, Scotland, go with some gold Scottish players in case you need it, because that is actually a good shout. Matty Phillips, I think that's his name, could potentially win just because he's had a really, really good month. Even though I don't see him winning because he's unlikely to get that many votes compared to someone like Aguero, he's had a great month, so it could be a good shout to win the award. So invest in some Scottish players too. If you've got the coins, they're going to be really cheap, so that's not bad. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Hopefully it has helped you out. If there are any investments that you think I have forgotten, then leave a comment down below, and I may be able to do a part 2 to this video. But I hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you are new around here, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.